I watched every match from ESL Pro League Season 22 over 67 hours of demos to find the best new tricks the pros are using in CS2. If you appreciate the grind, give the video a like, let's get into it. Pooty with a scout gets a nasty jump shot frag, and this is possible because at the highest point of your jump, your bullet is still accurate with the scout. Mongols are in a 2v1 retake on B, and 910 makes a smart play by breaking open the vent window, and then he throws a flash towards kitchen, then makes his way back to window where he jumps short. Norbert took the bait as he thinks 910's coming from kitchen, so he's looking that way, and 910 blinds him from the side. Apex has a nasty angle position to hold B where he's crouched to the right of the bench and he can't be seen from apartments, and when T's entry out, they're not going to expect him to hold this position. Youngster has a Shadow Molotov lineup when Palace is smoked out, but this one is different than the other ones, so he can actually shoot and spam if any CTs are holding from balcony with that same lineup. Inner Circle have this genius smoke break play where one player from top connector smokes bottom connector, one player from short throws a HE nade, while that bottom connector player then is going to peek mid. Senzu gets caught off guard, not expecting this play. G2 with a ramp smoke break play where Heavy God throws the ramp smoke, then he pushes inside to the left of the smoke. While this is happening, Hunter from Triple is going to nade open the smoke, then he throws a flash over the ramp wall. This is going to blind Rops and sets up Heavy God for the easy frag. Rops stood no chance as he gets fully blind. Vitality run one of the most classic CT setups on Mirage towards A ramp where FlameZ is baiting for Rops, the bait and switch setup that nets Rops 2 frags. Mopa shows new Mirage window smoke lineup. First, crouch to the left of the trash can, aim at this part of the railing, then crouch forward until your crosshair reaches the white part of the wall and jump throw. Maltz with a second downplay Molotov when window is smoked out. He stands next to the wall, aims here, then without moving his mouse, strafes all the way to the back left corner of window, then runs forward and left click throw. Twist gets an extra HE nade dropped inside window where he sets up to throw this HE nade lineup to break open the top mid smoke when window is smoked off. Then he's going to go back and pick up the second nade and throw the same nade that's going to set up Brokey from connector. Twist supports Brokey again by getting dropped an extra HE nade, but this time around he's going to break open the window smoke twice, and that's going to set up Brokey to get this opening frag catwalk. Chopper is going to throw this A smoke that's being used a lot on T-pistol rounds. This is the smoke that lands on top of the wall near CT and extends down, blocking off triple, and then it also blocks off anyone holding from ticket, which is a very common position held from CTs on CT pistol rounds. More and more pros, when they jump out of apps, if they're not the first player, they're going to jump out like this, where they strafe, jump, and hug to the left of that wall so they don't fully get exposed to get right or towards bench. When the T's are executing A and you have a smoke still, throw your smoke in front of their smoke. This allows you to safely push through their smoke and it gives you full cover to do so, and it also acts as a defensive smoke. The T's will not want to push through your smoke, and Matches does a really good job isolating duels with his smoke. Hello! Your CS2 inventory absolutely trash, but don't cry, just use Skins Monkey. Trade the skins you hate for ones you actually want. Fast, clean, no waiting, and if you don't feel like trading, just buy the skins directly with a 35% deposit bonus using code NART. Boom, instant drip upgrade. Use code NART for a free $5. That's basically free money, bro. But don't Google Skins Monkey. Scammers are buying fake sites. Use the link down below in the description. You've been warned. Lado with a long A nade set. First, he's going to jump throw this Molotov that lands on top of house, and then a long A corner smoke. Molotov blocks the door smoke if the CT's through one. Towson holds for the B push, and look at this nasty angle position that he's holding from. This little gap here in between the walls, and that's going to land him an easy frag as Onyx goes through the motion to clear out each angle, however does not check this one here. 200 IQ Molotov as Gravity pushes inside tunnels. Lucky Molotov's behind him, so it makes it sound like the tunnel is Molotov off so nobody can push. New meta mid to B smoke, so Team Spirit are throwing a smoke in front of the mid to B smoke to layer off their smokes instead of throwing two smokes inside CT spawn. Also, this is the fast mid crisscross smokes, allows you to pop out without the CTs being able to react. Besides Team Spirit, we also have Vitality running a similar tactic where they already have the mid to B smoke thrown up, and here we've got Apex throwing the mid left crisscross smoke so they can go ahead and split through fast. In Pro League, Apex threw this Xbox smoke on T-pistol rounds multiple times because the smoke trajectory is going to bounce off the wall so CTs can't body block it. Zaiwu spotting long A doors gets flashed off the angle on CT pistol, falls back behind the car and looks down like this so he goes unnoticed, just like how Kisarato did last week. If you want a strategy to counter the T's coming out long on T pistol and Dust 2, use this flash from Sampayas. He's going to wait for the T's to entry out, throws a flash, his teammates swing off, and they get a easy frags on all the blind T's. Pros have been baiting long A house with their shadows, but Fallen doesn't take the bait, so he gets a frag, gets traded out. Molodoi instantly is going to get towards Car, throws this smoke where it's going to put out any Molotov thrown at him, which puts out 2 Molotovs that's going to allow him to stay there, and then he gets a frag and falls back. G2 have a genius play where first Senpais gets boosted top mid, and before he actually peeks mid, he's going to have Heavy God throw the smoke that allows him to safely peek mid, and he's going to hold for the mid door smoke break from the CTs, which is he's going to punish Molodoi for doing so, as Molodoi is going to instantly throw the nade once the door is smoked off, gets peeked with an off angle peek. Nate shows the best smoke to defend B's site. He's holding this tight pixel angle to watch tunnels. Once he gets executed on or contact is made, he throws a smoke and it gives him cover to play behind, and the smoke also puts out any backside Molotov thrown by the T's. So it's hard to spot him, and then here is the smoke fully covering backside. Fear are on an eco route. They have 3 players buying an HE nade, rushing mid door to throw the nades up Sui, and they get a frag onto the T, holding back here throwing the nades. Kiksan throws a fast mid smoke at the beginning of the round, and Zaiwu, who's peeking mid, is going to make a 200 IQ play by pushing in front of the smoke so his vision is not blocked off. Kiksan thinks it's clear because he jump spots and doesn't see anybody and lets his guard down. Matches throws a 200 IQ nade short. The nade explosion gives him full cover to do so. Any CTs playing pit that's spotting towards short is going to have a hard time to see them. Unfortunately for Device, he gets the end of the straw there as Zeve hits a nice shot. Monesi is going to peek pit, but before he does so, throws a flash off the wall, jump spots to see if any CTs is holding him from balcony, then he doesn't see anybody, and then he's going to peek pit right after. This Molotov will clear CTs playing on balcony, first position under the lamp, aim here, then W jump throw. The Molotov bounces off the roof and it's going to land on the balcony and also extends down covering mini pit. Art has a smart post plant position on B Inferno where he crouches inside pit playing behind this wall so he can spot the gap for the CTs that are coming from coffins. The 2 Astralis players don't see Art and he's going to punish them for it. You can see the black tip of Art's head. If he looked all the way down, he won't be seen at all. Lake, one of the A players, starts towards B, dropping his nades, and then he's going to rotate back. As he does so, he holds a flash to throw over the wall just in case the T's rush up. I don't know how this works, but on Banana, pros like to jump shoot from behind half wall, and it's accurate too. Kiksan shows the easiest line to throw the fountain flash, stand behind oranges, aim as shown, then left and right click throw. Kyosuke pairs it up with a coffin flash, so crouch in front of this wall, aim at this part of the sandbag, right click jump throw, then Kyosuke is going to swing and he won't get blind from either flashes. Sin from inside church is going to Molotov default to try to stop the plant, stand behind the desk, aim at that part of the window, then left click throw. Molodoi gets the plant off, but he burns to death. Sin uses the bomb as a flash, so he throws a bomb across, and that's going to make Yakinder playing CT to look away. Lake gets a 2k from it, so try throwing the C4 as a flash if you don't have one. Vitaly uses this insane triple boost on long A where Zaiwu gets boosted up top with a scout that leads to this opener. Poor Yakinder, he had no clue what just hit him. Hotu also uses the same triple boost and gets a frag with it. Vitaly have a play where Apex flashes Mezzi through their own monster smoke at the beginning of the round. This flash is going to blind any T's holding from the top of the stairs. Mezzi is able to flank the T inside short pipe. The flash blinds Frontalis, who was holding monster. Rops throws the default overpass stairs nade set where he smokes off stairs and then he Molotovs playground, flashes fountain, and then throws a HE nade for stairs. And how he uses this nade set is he's going to push up alongside this wall and he stands behind the smoke waiting to hear if any T's are throwing nades, which is a common position in this corner which allows him to push through afterwards. Chelos goes for this wall bang that clears any CTs playing behind this wall and he gets super lucky that Senpais is holding this off angle. Terry has this insane boost nade where he jumps on top of the barrel, aims at this wood without moving his mouse, shifts all the way here next to his teammate, then runs forward and jump throw. Gamer Legion have an A rush tactic that uses this top connector smoke from PR and then he picks up another smoke that's dropped from his teammate where he's going to jump throw this smoke that lands for trash. However, the smoke that lands top connector misses. B, T stairs smoke, stand in this corner, aim here, then W jump throw. The smoke is going to land on top of the barrel here, blocking off any T playing default above the stairs so they can't spot the monster push. Have your teammate throw these 2 flashes and 2 of your teammates are going to push monster, which they get full cover from this smoke here. Be careful of that gap. Tossin makes a nasty play where he slides and surfs on top of this board and gets a frag onto the T Jimmy inside connector. Imagine dying to this type of frag. Mizu has this nasty position to hold B on overpass where he can see the T shadow as the entry short, and it's also a nasty off angle for T's entering out monster. You can also use the railing as an off angle to peek short as Flamesy does here. Walking from T stairs has this tight angle that he can spot for any CTs pushing the playground. Exertion with the Deagle goes for the opening peek by rushing connector, waiting for the jump spot, and hits an insane shot, and this is usually done with an op, but more pros are starting to use a Deagle. Fury have this insane heaven boost where Molodoi gets boosted to C towards connector after his teammates broke open the door and gets the opener onto Swisher. Yukinder, the only player towards long, makes a 200 IQ play by dropping this HE nade multiple times on the ground to try to bait rotations, as it makes it sound like there's multiple players here as his teammates entry out Monster. Gamer Legion show off a new ancient boost towards lane. It's a 2-player boost that allows him to spot through this gap here to see if any CTs are playing long. If you're playing Donut and the T's are coming out A main, you could throw this flash against the box and swing with the flash. You won't get blind, so you technically don't have to throw the flash behind the far right of the box. Another flash you could use as the Donut player is if the T's are trying to entry into Donut from A, right click jump throw this flash that lands over the totem that's going to blind any T's inside of this tunnel. This flash was so effective it made near to Molotov himself. Astral CT set up towards mid with device spotting heaven from Donut with an op, and he's able to do that with stair jump spotting mid, and once he gets noticed that somebody pushed out mid, device falls back and then he's going to hold this angle. This is the most meta HE nade on Ancient, so CT's coming out mid, jumping off this ledge, throws a nade into elbow, and T's playing inside elbow are going to get heavily damaged, and this one is meta because Donk and Nico are using it. Falcons have this early opener to set up Monsi with an op to peek mid, so he drops an HE nade for Kyusuke, who's going to throw 2 HE nades if the CTs instantly smoke elbow, which Navi do in this round, and both nades are going to be thrown consecutively right after one another, which is going to set up Monsi for the opener. Same match, same play happening, sets up Monsi, and remember, this type of play is also done a lot on Inferno with the bottom banana smoke breaking while the opper's peeking car. Senzu shows the best flash to clear out cave. He stands with that wood, aim here, then right click jump throw. This flash is going to decimate the CTs inside cave here, which Gamer Legion were holding a top bottom setup. KDO becomes the bodyguard as his teammate defuses, and he steps and stands in front of him as he defuses, so he tanks the bullets. Fluxo have a genius boost from inside A main that allows Zebi to clear out any oppers holding from Brokey, and it's an off angle peek that the CTs won't expect. If you know your opponents like to crouch and look down towards Marshmallow like this is one boost you can do to go ahead and counter that. So 3D Max uses this back garage boost to see over the top of Marshmallow. Another team that uses this boost is Furia. If you're opping ramp from this position and you get pushed off the angle, go ahead and try this wallbang here. You never know, you might get lucky as Fleerix does and gets a kill through the wall. Navi have a double CT setup for ramp where Bit's in front, Wonderful's behind him, but doesn't go well for Bit. Wonderful recovers. Matches has an insane nade set for Trophy from inside hut. First he smokes it off to give him cover to push inside hut, where then he's going to set up to throw this nade and Molotov combo. He gets the lineup, then without moving his mouse strafes to the left corner of hut, then runs forward and left click throw. This nade Molotov combo does massive damage, even getting a frag. Major throws the red to secret smoke wall from one position, but after he does so, he lines up at the end of the truck to throw the top hut Molotov, aims at this part of the ladder without moving his mouse, runs to the top of the roof, then runs forward and jump throw. Dumao has a very aggressive nuke door play. First he swings and doesn't see anybody, his teammate Molotov door, then he's going to throw a deeper door Molotov, which then he can push up and peek behind it, and he's going to catch George off guard here as the Molotov makes it very hard to see him. Vitaly has this insane boost towards gap and camera where Zywoo gets boosted to see towards Ivy over the container, but however it's smoked off. Apex from inside halls has a wallbang for anyone playing E-box, so first he's going to position as shown, then afterwards he's going to stand up and then he's going to shoot at this window here. The wallbang here does about 50 HP to Kyusuke. Gamer Legion have a sneaky play using this brown hall smoke, and this smoke is going to allow this ramp player here to push up safely behind the cover of the smoke. Towson hides behind the smoke, gets a frag, and tries to fall back but gets traded. While that was happening, he had a teammate towards upper that got the attention of Nitro. This run boost is legit a cheat code. Paired up with this brown hall smoke, this is going to allow Robs to get to ramp super fast, and then the smoke puts out the T's Molotov. As he peeks, he's going to catch the timing onto the T's. 3D Max have a ramp boost using this brown hall smoke thrown from Maka. To throw the smoke, he aims here, runs forward and jump throw. Meanwhile, two of his teammates get inside ramp where Exer sees boost to see over the smoke, and however he's not going to see anybody. If you want to clear this OP position without a flash, go ahead and jump down like Nitro does here. It's very hard for the CTs to hit him. Australs have this insane pop dog retake using this smoke from device inside connector. He stands next to the green door, aims there using the scope of his op, then jump throw. The smoke's going to land on the upper half of pop dog, then device is going to flash his teammates in, so now his teammates don't have to worry about any T's holding from up there. Apex has this insane upper pop dog HE nade stack where he's going to stand here, then he's going to aim as shown, then afterwards jump throw. He gets dropped an extra HE nade where he throws 2 nades through the window, and that's going to take out Martinez. The 2 nades also do massive damage onto Davy G. That's all 75 new tricks I found from ESL Pro League Season 22. Watching over 67 hours of demos was worth it if you learned something new, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more pro tips and tricks, and I'll see you in the next one.